I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I'm here with my Lotos plasma cutter and I'm ready to do the final assembly on the unit itself. I've got all the preliminary stuff done. All I need to do is assemble the unit. Now why wouldn't I do this first? Well, it would make me want to play with it and not do the things I needed to do. The regulator bolts on to these two studs in the back. I want to put the mount on first. The regulator has a notch here and here, so it can be set in either way, but it's designed to have the airflow go in this side and out that side. Regulators always have an intake and an output. And since the intake for the plasma torch is over here, I want to have the airdrop come out of this side right down to the plasma torch. Simple enough, regulator's mounted. Now the little bag of pieces and parts that came with the plasma torch, I have a spare set of tips, and hose fittings. One for this side and one for that side. Now this is brass against aluminum, so it really seal up without any dope on it. It doesn't take much to put it on. And doing a good job takes no more time than doing a bad job. When you figure in the time that you spend doing it over again. It's been about a week since I last did any work on the Lotos. In the meantime, I've painted a garage, which took almost a full day, and then went through a bunch of other stuff and did some editing and just got distracted. So now I'm back and I'm trying to get this thing put together so I can do a test with it today. It's getting cold out, that's why I'm dressed a little heavier, and it's coming up on fall. I can see leaves turning as of this morning. It's been really warm all fall. It's kind of an Indian summer right on up until a day or two ago. So we're going to work through this, see if I can't get this machine put together and show you what it does. Now, we have the regulator mounted and I have the hose barb installed on this side. Now I'm going to make a short hose connection between the regulator and the Lotos unit. This is my Schrade old timer that I had before the stainless one. It's pretty rusty. It was bad shape when I got it and I managed to clean it up a bit, but the blade is pretty well pitted. It still holds a good edge. Slip a couple of hose clamps over that. Bring that up. I want to give it enough room so it doesn't kink, but I don't want to have a whole lot of extra hose on there. This is low pressure hose, but since I'm putting it on the low pressure side of the regulator, I'm not concerned with it. I would consider these minimum quality hose clamps. And just like the hose itself, they're okay on the low pressure side. I wouldn't want to trust these a whole lot with high pressure air. Well, this is designed to have the air line connected right to the regulator. I would like to have the air hose connected to something more secure so that when you're moving the unit around, because it is portable, when you're moving the unit around, you're not going to pull on that air hose and damage the regulator. It's not a real robust unit. I happen to have a hose whip on this impact that I'm not using because this impact driver is toast. So what I'm going to do is take this line and thread it into the regulator and tie it off to the handle. You can see that the regulator mount is really flimsy. Now I just need a couple of tie wraps and we're good to go. There, that's done. Now to connect the cables, first I have to unbundle them. Now this gun is ceramic and plastic. It's actually a pretty good gun compared to some that I've seen. But still, it's ceramic and plastic. So I don't want to drop it, bang it, bump it, or crack that ceramic piece because then I'll have to replace it. Now chances are sometime in this lifetime I'm going to break one of those, but I hope it's not soon. Now according to the directions, I have 3 plugs. This is the main air line. A little plastic cap goes over that, keeps the threads protected. Always a good thing. Tighten that up. Then I have this 3-prong cord cap. Goes in there, it's got a locking collar on it. Nicely done. Then there's a quick connect with a spade connector on the end of it. The spade connector just slips in behind that little connector right there. Tighten it up and that's good to go. The last piece to connect is the ground. And this is just a twist lock connector. Has a notch in the female part and a bump on the male part. So I just have to line up the notch, turn it, and it locks in. Nice and secure. The ground clamp is not the greatest, but it's a lot better than the one on the MIG welder. With plasma torches, the ground clamp is almost 90% of the thing working. If you don't have a good ground, it doesn't fire off. So now we're ready for a test. All I have to do is get it in a place where I can be sure that I'm not going to set anything on fire, and we're ready to try it.